Which starting rotation has the advantage as the Red Sox take on the Dodgers in the 2018 World Series? My name is Mike Petraglia, joined as always by Nick Quaglia, and this Red Sox World Series preview report is brought to you by 1-in-100. Go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win in a raffle tickets to the World Series here at Fenway, as well as tickets to some of the best sporting events and concert shows in town. All right, the Red Sox certainly have seen their fair share of good pitching when they went up against the Houston Astros, but what the Dodgers bring to the table in the World Series, I think, is another step beyond that. Clayton Kershaw and Walker Buehler against, presumably, Chris Sale and David Price in the first two games at Fenway Park. Certainly, the matchups aren't etched in stone, but I think it can be agreed upon, Nick Quaglia, that those two starters, Walker Buehler and Clayton Kershaw, really lead the Dodger rotation.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've both had decent postseasons. Clayton Kershaw actually has had a very good postseason. Walker Buehler, he 24-year-old rookie sensation this year. He had a tough time at the beginning. I believe it was against the Braves where he struggled a little bit in the postseason, but he has been nails as of late, especially in Game 7 of the NLCS. He came in a big game situation, and he proved that he can do it, which is big when coming into Fenway Park. And we don't really have to talk about Clayton Kershaw too much because I think we know the story about him. Clayton Kershaw, one of, if not the best pitcher in baseball. He's had his fair share of struggles, too, in the postseason, but it's nothing compared to – people try to compare him to David Price. It's nothing close to David Price. He's had a couple issues here and there, but he's this postseason especially, he's been very strong. He's been the ace that the Dodgers need. Do I think the Red Sox can hit him? Yeah, I do.
Why is that?
Because the Red Sox have seen – if the Red Sox didn't put up 4 runs against Justin Verlander in Game 5, maybe I'd be skeptical. Justin Verlander is one of the best postseason pitchers of all time. Clayton Kershaw, again, has had his struggles, but regardless of even if he was perfect in the postseason, the Red Sox have proven that they can hit strong starting pitching in the postseason.
What about Ryu and Hill? Hill is somebody, obviously, the Red Sox know. He knows Fenway Park, having pitched for the Red Sox. What about those two?
The pride of Milton, Massachusetts, Rich Hill.
You cannot say Rich Hill without that disclaimer.
Rich Hill is actually somebody I wish the Red Sox had kept. Rich Hill he put on a very good season with the Red Sox. He was a surprise, and his season with the Red Sox is kind of what kept his career going. He was on the older side, and now he's pitching in the World Series with the Los Angeles Dodgers for the second year in a row. He's, again, somebody that I think the Red Sox can handle quite well because, again, if the Red Sox can handle a guy like Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole, they can handle anybody. And Ryu, too. Ryu has actually, both of them, I'll say for Hill, too, they've had good postseasons. They've had very strong postseasons. But they haven't ran into an offense like the Red Sox have. Like, the Red Sox have had to go through 2 very powerful offenses with the Yankees and the Astros. The Dodgers just haven't yet. They're going to run into a wagon of an offense, and especially a wagon right now that is coming into Fenway Park knowing and thinking that they are going to win this World Series.
We have to talk about the Red Sox. Chris Sale and his belly button ring and the joke that was made of his stomach illness, that he made of his stomach illness here on Saturday during workouts. What did you read of that whole situation with Chris Sale and his belly button ring?
I thought it was hilarious. I also found it hilarious that a lot of people believed him. If you scroll through social media, if you scroll through Twitter, a lot of people actually bought into Chris Sale's belly button ring. I am concerned about Chris Sale because he did have that. He had a troubling outing, and then all of a sudden he's in the hospital the next day. I am concerned about that and also his shoulder. So that is a concern. And then, Game 2, David Price. David Price is going out there, and he's been, no matter what, if he's in the postseason, he's going to be one of the top stories of the postseason. No question. Finally got his first win, Game 5, but can he do that in Fenway Park? We've spoken about it before. He did that. He got his first win inside of a dome in Houston. How is he going to fare in the cold weather in Boston? Because we know that's been a problem before. Yankees back in April. It was a problem. His fingers got numb. Apparently that's a problem with him. Is that going to happen here? Because if there's one place that can't happen, it's the World Series.
Red Sox Dodgers should be a great matchup. Should be a great matchup of 2 of the best pitching staffs in baseball. This Red Sox World Series preview report has been brought to you by 1-in-100. Go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win in a raffle tickets to the World Series here at Fenway, as well as tickets in a raffle to win some of the best tickets to some of the best concerts and sporting events in town. Outside Fenway Park, he's Nick Quaglia. I'm Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.